What's going on, good people? Y'all know what time it is, man. This is the BOTV live show. I am one half of the podcast, Jay Walking the third. That's my brother, my partner, my drinking partner, Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you?
Ain't shit, bro. I'm happy it's the weekend. My daughter picked up from school. She was like, "It's the weekend." You right. It's the weekend.
Right. Everybody need a minute of no responsibility, man. It has been a heck of a week this week in the world. Um, we got Ms. Lele joining us. Thank you for coming back and entertaining the brothers. How are you this
Thank
evening?
you. I'm good. How y'all doing?
Man,
Doing
look,
all
we
right,
gonna
man.
talk about it. We gonna talk about it because checking in at people mental health right now is critical. It's A1. We gonna give y'all a lesson on how to, get in touch with your people and find out how they feeling these days. That's important. Okay. Everybody went stuck for a second.
Yeah,
Nah,
I'll wait for her to respond. I thought she was gonna co-sign.
I thought he was gonna.
no, ain't no problem. Nah, what I do want to address with you because of your background. I never thought I'd see the day that Hulk Hogan would be booed. How did you? But I'm
Yeah,
old. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm old, so
They
I just want
booed
your
him
perspective.
out. They booed him out. They, I, I'm like you. Like I thought, he probably get a little boo here and there, but they booed him out the stadium. And it's worse when you go on like TikTok and Instagram and you see the people that were actually there and they play the videos of how loud the
In the
boos
section,
actually were.
right?
Oh god. And he probably don't he probably don't even realize why. He probably think they just tripping.
I don't I don't know if he don't he knows why. I didn't expect people to remember because he's Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was an icon, when I came up. So I'm with you. I thought there might be some sporadic, hey, did you hear that motherfucker boy? You know what I'm saying? But it was like, boo, nobody came here to see you. You know what I'm saying? Boo, get your ass out of here.
But you got to keep in mind, he had just came off of going to the Trump rally, ripping his shirt off, talking about, yeah, brother against America. He kicked that black girl off his beer campaign
Mm,
and replaced her with those two white girls. And once that happened, they started replaying the thing when he said the N word, talking about he didn't want his daughter dating any N words, and he didn't apologize in the video. He in the interview that was going back, he was like, "Well, back in Tampa, me and my friends, we used to say the N word all the time." Who you talking to, Hogan?
right. And
So
where do you think you are? Because it's 2025 now. You know what I'm saying?
And didn't he go
I
through a
don't,
divorce? Ain't he got a divorce or a lawsuit
yeah.
for divorce? Yeah.
and I think she left him before a black man.
A young one too.
Oh man. Oh man. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you messing with no regular N words. If you gonna mess with one of them, I need him to be a basketball player or a
Or a
football.
rapper
He
or something.
was super, super racist, cuz he wasn't a little bit racist. He was super racist.
I guess that come along with being an all-American wrestler. Uh,
It come along with being white. It definitely come along with being old white male of a certain age. It definitely come along with that.
and then that beer, I don't know. They gave that to the wrong person. They should have gave that to Stone Cold. Let him come out, and they'd have got a better response.
Yeah. I didn't think he was doing any appearances anyway. Like, what else you got to do, sir?
Nothing.
You ain't got the swag of a Ric Flair. Like, it's old wrestlers that can come out and people will still care. But
Yeah, Ric
yeah,
Flair
he
said
got
he
too
want
much
to
bad
fight in the
footage.
Rumble tomorrow. So I don't know.
Ric Flair better sit his ass down somewhere for he be not able to get up no more. Ric
He
Flair
don't
is
need no
tripping.
money. Yeah, he don't need no money. But you know, some people are addicted to just not the fame so much, but
Adrenaline.
the roar of the crowd. Like that can
Yeah,
get anybody
Yeah.
addicted, and it don't matter what sport you're in. That should be addictive.
yeah. And some people just don't know when to quit.
Yeah,
Hey
I
man,
know.
look. I don't know. Yeah, shit. I'm old now because if I step off the curb wrong, sometimes it's over for me. I ain't even about to trip.
You
But what
gotta
I
give
was gonna
yourself
say
more
is,
credit than that, nah.
I
Shit.
said sometimes it just sometimes when you get old, you gotta approach it with angles. So
Hey,
you're not old yet. You
yeah. Wait,
you still
wait till you
growing,
start. Wait till you try to put your drawers on your body lock up.
or you sneeze and your spine pop out.
What?
Look, it sounds crazy now. You gonna remember this. You
Ain't
Ain't
gonna
no
no
remember
way.
way.
this.
She said, ain't no way. Shit,
Ain't
you better
no way.
stretch now. Hey, stretching is very important, man.
Yeah,
Stretching was the first thing you learned in school. Like, even in P, like, you didn't think about no weights in elementary school, but they taught your ass how to stretch.
yeah. They
Yeah,
did do no warm ups.
yeah. Now on the Ric Flair thing, man. I don't know if y'all it's popular. It's popular podcast. Ric Flair does an amazing interview with the Pivot.
Yeah, he did.
So
I watched a good bit of it.
look up the Pivot and Ric Flair if you're a fan of either one of those or in that combination, man. It's a brilliant interview by Ric Flair.
And he
Okay.
gave a lot of credit to the Migos. He gave a
Yeah,
lot of credit to. He had a little segment in there. Where he gave them boys a lot of like they. He said they revived him.
Oh, I mean, he
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
that video. Rick, I think he still think he Ric Flair.
yeah.
Like seriously, because he came here. My dad was telling me like he came to Florence and just sat at a bar, brought out drinks, and just chill. I think he still think he in the 80s.
It's
man.
a certain amount of drugs you can do that'll keep
Don't
Yeah,
you
do
in the
that.
time warp.
Don't. Rick is not on no drugs. No,
No,
Rick is
not
too
on,
old.
not as he currently on drugs, but he's a self-proclaimed. He is send it up, cause like he's a party. He is
yeah.
all about the party. So
Yeah,
I think Ric Flair probably has died a couple times that we don't know about
He
and made
did. I think he did.
it
He
he did.
did that.
He survived the
Yeah,
plane crash.
yeah. He tried to
back.
play.
Like, what can anybody tell you if you survive? And speaking of plane crash, I don't want to get too crazy with that because right
Yeah,
now it's
Yeah.
weird. We in a weird space again. Um, Rest in peace, man. I apologize to those families. Like somebody needs to apologize to those families because
yeah,
somewhere somebody
Made a
messed up.
mistake.
Like, let's be real. Um, we had the incident last night with the commercial airline and a Black Hawk helicopter. And today we had another incident of a small plane coming down to Philadelphia. And this is not that long ago. You feel me? I don't feel like we is some under attack shit, but I do feel like it's some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace. A moment of silence for those people and their families, man. That's just it's tough and it's back to back. Okay, we back. We back. Thank y'all.
yeah. I mean, when our homeboy sent it to us, I looked at the timestamp. I was like, y'all saw my message. I was like, man, they ain't even on the news yet. And then it started pulling up. It seemed like it might have hit a residential area, close to a residential area,
Hmm.
because people were saying they got recording on their doorbell rings.
Yeah.
So that's devastating. Like my brother said, man, we just like the other shit just happened. The other shit just happened. So like it's it's the first of the year. It's the first month of the year.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. Like I always said, like before he was in office, I said, stop giving him credit for doing shit because he don't even technically have the power to do shit, right? And you would normally say when somebody get on a job, it's a certain amount it's gonna take, a certain amount of time it's gonna take them to get in a where they running the job like they want to run it.
Yeah.
I feel like I was wrong. I feel like that some bitch came in and was like, "Hey, let me see everything you got with everybody else's name on it. Now, I want you to shred it, and then I want you to take the shit that you shredded, and I want you to set it on fire."
I mean, they said they had a point. They said he had 4 years to sit back and watch. Right, he didn't have to come in and warm up. Like he already knew what he wanted to do, and he already knew the
Hmm.
steps he had to take. It wasn't like your first time in office and having to take steps. He already knew what he had to
Yeah.
do and what he wanted to do. So, I mean, to each his own. Anybody that can do a job, take a break, sit back and watch. It's like coaching. You know, you coach a team, and you get fired or you quit or you switch. You know, you take a break and then you come back. You got a whole different mindset, and his mindset is questionable.
You can't give him credit for too much, and you can't make him take the blame for everything. I
Yeah,
will say that.
definitely that.
You know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
that. I would,
It's both sides.
yeah, like I said, he gonna do some shit. We gonna question a lot of shit he do, but he gonna do one or two things that we be like, all right,
You're doing a lot.
yeah, yeah, all right.
It's
This
just
is
a
it.
lot happening, and
That's what
you
it
are
is.
the common denominator. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot happening.
Bro,
Um,
hold on. Bro, they said, I don't know how true it is. There's a TikTok video, man, of the flea market on Wednesday. Well, nobody
yeah,
at
I
that
saw
bitch.
that.
Well, no,
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of Latinos that go to the flea market in Colombia, especially. Well, Wednesdays like wholesale day. Then they got Saturday and Sunday. Man, I don't know if they was early or what, but wasn't nobody at the flea market Wednesday. And
Lord.
Wednesday's a
it's
busy day.
it's weird because you see a lot of people making uh comedic content out of the situation, but then you see some shit like a teacher saying that none of her Mexican students showed up.
Yeah,
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like none of her Mexican, like, and it's a teacher, so you got to be like, damn, man, this got to be real a little bit. You feel me? Um,
yeah.
Everybody deserves to be treated in a decent human way, and I think we got a lot of other issues to worry about before we just start rounding people up. But
Dude,
he rounding people up.
did you see the girl she got in a fight with her brother over a cell phone? The cops, so they called the cops, but ICE showed up and she was legal and they took her away.
See, is we live in a time where is that real? Is it super real? Is it legit? Where does it come from? We can hardly vet things anymore, man. But it's uh,
Right.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Have you experienced like that, or the things that you've seen? Do you feel like they authentic?
It's like you said, it's kind of hard because sometimes things be skits. But I will say the what I ran across today. Did you see the guy that was in North Carolina, the 16-year-old boy? He shot and killed another boy, and they changed the law saying that now when you're 16, 17, you can be tried as an adult. So when the
Um,
judge gave him his time, the way he cried, it I know I shouldn't feel bad
Oh yeah, I saw
technically,
that today. Yeah, I saw that
but
today.
I felt so bad for him because he done messed his life up for nothing.
that's
I
what
ain't
these
gonna.
kids. I think that's where the disconnect is. Like the adults get frustrated dealing with young kids, and it's because like even when we was young, we thought we had everything figured it out. We had everything figured out, right? But I really don't believe that these kids think that life is any different than GTA 5.
Yeah.
And then when the real life shit happens, then they return to being a kid. And this is the thing: you can't put the shit back in your butt. Once it happened, it happened. Like once you do something grown,
Yeah.
you are going to be subject to grown repercussions and grown consequences.
Well, I'm not. I don't want to end up in a grown prison at 16, 17 years old because I don't want
Yeah.
in my butt.
You haven't lived life at all.
What they think they have, I've seen it, and I see it both ways. I see it almost daily. Like, you don't get to be a kid and an adult at the same time. Both of those things can't happen at the
Mhm.
same time.
And ain't nobody gonna forgive you like your parents.
And
Like
I'm
you
gonna
walking in
say
front of this
our
judge.
kids can't. Our kids can't be an
Definitely,
adult and a child at the same time.
definitely.
Other kids can, but ours can't.
Let me ask you this then. When you was young, what's the most adult thing you wanted to do? And now that you older, what's the kid thing that you want to do?
I wanted to go to the club because see, like my mom and stuff was like really religious, so I would have to sneak and watch 106 and Parkinson. So I thought the club was gonna be like that Nelly Hot in Here video. So
I know that's right. I guess if you got something to look forward to,
I
that's a
did.
good example.
And the first time I went to the club, it was so I had on my praise dance top.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. I didn't have time to go get no dress or none of that. I was in there with my
Crazy.
praise dance top on and some jeans and some House of Darion sneakers. And this girl
And
walked
you,
up to me and she knew me from high school. She's like, "Don't you need to be at church?" Crush, crush me,
oh shit.
crush me. But
Oh
now,
shit.
since I'm an adult taking naps, I'm gonna take me a nap.
Mm,
I'm gonna get me one.
yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
just
You
gotta
said you
lay
wore
down.
your praise dance shirt.
I did. I did.
Let me ask you this. Since it was your first time, right? So you got dressed by
That's
yourself and just your
hilarious.
friends there, or
What
y'all got dressed
happened
together?
was my cousins, they were older than me. I had just turned 18. They was all chilling, having a little kickback, and they were like, you know what? Let's go to the club. I was at their apartment. I didn't have any changing clothes. I just wore what I had on. If I'd
Right.
known that at the end of the night we were gonna go to the club, I'd at least I don't know. I'd have tried something. I didn't really have no club clothes, but I'd have tried something. I'd have
They shouldn't have let you
been
in.
No,
They should.
no, you can't do that. Cause
that
you
that's
done seen some people in the
discrimination.
club. Right. Well, no, not even that, but you done been in the club like, wait a minute, how you get in here?
I promise when I went to Coastal on the beach, there's this club called Danny's. And I promise you, they rolled this man in on a wheelchair and had like, I don't know if that was oxygen or what he had hooked up to him. Like, sir, you don't need to. The party is not to die for. Go home.
Well, did you put praying hands on them?
No, I didn't even want to go nowhere near that because if something, I ain't know if that was oxygen or what. You know, they be smoking in the club. He be done blow the whole place up. I ain't know what he had, but they rolled him in. Somebody gave
That
him a
is
little lap
hilarious.
dance. So I guess I wouldn't do it, but
Damn.
Murder
Nah,
Beach
that's
was
fair. She said go to a club when she was young. She wanted to go to the club, and as an older person, naps.
yeah.
For me, I wanted to drive fast. If there was one thing that I wanted to do as a kid, I wanted to drive fast. And if my young thing being old now, if I could do what is be able to eat on somebody else's dollar.
Why
Shit.
eat on somebody else's dollar?
Cause see, that's the thing. See, if you ain't been around no kids, you don't understand how much they fucking eat.
Yeah.
And they don't have to worry about whether or not it come back. Like once it get refreshed or replenished. They just keep eating. So I just think there's a certain freedom in just being able to be like,
Yeah,
hmm,
now you think about it, and you don't have to worry about getting no groceries or paying when you go out to a restaurant.
nah, nah,
Somebody,
I'm trying to meet you in a back alley to discuss this EBT benefit before you get rid of that shit too.
okay, okay, because as quiet as kept. Sometimes when I go to the restaurant, I be want to tell them I'm 11 and see what's gonna happen.
Now that
Can I
rhyme.
eat for free?
That
I'm
rhyme.
telling
That
you.
rhyme. I'm
And
seeing
I
some
used to
living.
get mad when we would go like with our church out to eat, and they be like, "Say you're 11, say you 10." I'm like, "I'm 12. I can eat." No, I'm 11. If I can eat for free, I'm
Yeah.
11. Yep.
Please let me believe that. I wish I wasn't 6 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? With this gray streak in my face. Cause some of these little kids look old as shit too.
They're
Like, god
old
damn,
as
Don't
I
shit.
know
they?
you ain't 12.
Don't they?
Fuck they.
Yeah.
You look like you on your second marriage, sir.
Well,
Oh,
speaking of that, to get back to the serious, it's a little bit serious. So, did you see the politician say that he believed these kids should get a job?
yeah. I, we as adults can barely get jobs now, so how they gonna get a job?
Yeah, like he don't want to give free lunch. He's thinking these high schools talking about some. I worked at Burger King or strawberries. He said he picked strawberries when he was young at in
In
high
the
school, but
60s?
in the 60s, 60s,
No.
70s. I don't know how old the guy is, but to say and I understand a working able-bodied person, but now and I understand these kids. Some of these kids are making big paychecks in sports, whatever. But now you're trying to blur the line of a kid being a kid.
Yeah.
You blurring that line. So now, if my kid go to work, like your work history is like credit, like how you work your credit. Like you got to have a good job history, just like you got to have good credit. And ruining my child who's not able to. Everybody's not gonna be nice to your child.
Mm-mm.
You gonna want to run down there and slap somebody up, somebody treating your 15 or 14-year-old bad. Like
Especially
everybody's
if
not
they
gonna.
picking strawberries.
Yeah, because who does that? When
Well,
we
yeah,
do
I mean,
that
even if they go to Burger King, even so, you want me to send my child to work at McDonald's, a good paying job, but he 15, 16. McDonald's, they do the contracts with the prison where you got prisoners working there.
Yeah. And
That
not
prison
only
might
that,
not be.
the people that you have coming through the drive through
Yeah,
or something to get the food, like the guy that came through the drive through that like committed suicide afterwards, that came through the drive through naked, like playing with himself. Like, what if that was a kid?
yes.
A
I
16 or
just, I just,
17-year-old girl.
yeah, I just think they need to let kids be kids. That's partly why these kids are doing grown up stuff because our expectation is for them to be grown too at the same time. And you got to draw the line. Let a kid be a kid and stay in a kid's place.
Yeah.
You gotta fix. I think there's more parents nowadays that's scared of their kids. Like the way these kids sometimes get angry is a trip. Now, we come from a time or a background that did not allow us to get angry. You
Yeah. If
know what
you
I'm
got
saying?
money,
Like,
they better not know you angry.
right. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like it go both ways. I feel like some of these kids put themselves in adult situations, but they only put themselves in those situations because they have already bullied the parents.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I ain't gonna say. Well, some parents are trying to be their friend too.
Yeah.
Some
And
parents are
some
trying
of
to
them are just trifling.
that
Like
too.
those parents that, okay, well, you 16, you work a job, you got to pay rent, you got to pay the bills and stuff like that. I don't think that's right. I really don't. As an adult person that has been working far longer than your 16 or 17-year-old child, you mean to tell me you can't pay rent by yourself or with your husband or
Yeah, it
wife?
shouldn't require that money. If you are gonna charge your kid rent, you should be really saving that money.
Yeah.
Like you're not really taking that money to pay no bills. You
No.
might take the money to build them a nest egg because they're not responsible enough to do it.
Hopefully, that's what they're doing. But some parents are just that bad at being a parent. They trying to get over on anybody and everybody, and that's the sad part.
Yeah.
Um,
Because when I worked in the library, they actually had to stop parents from using their children's library card because the parents would get a movie or book or whatever, not bring it back, have late fees charges on their card, and they would get their kids' cards, use them, get late fee charges and all that. And then when it came time for the child to need the card to do homework or get on the computer or something, they can't because their parent ran that in the hole. So if they would do that to a library card,
You
you
know they'll do
know,
it with your light bill.
yeah,
What
you
kind
know
of
your
book they take?
credit don't stand a chance. Any kind of
What
book,
kind,
any kind. It was mainly movies though. They would get the
yeah.
movies, because I think you get like 5 or 6 DVDs at a time. They get the DVDs, wouldn't bring them back, or if they did, it was like super late and didn't want to pay the fee. So we actually stopped the parents, and it's crazy that he had to even get to that.
Yeah, like you say, it's tough, man. People be in circumstances that make them do things. I feel sorry for the young man a little bit, but also you murdered somebody, so I can't feel
Yeah,
but so sorry. You
and
feel
then
me?
tried to
Like
kill somebody else.
Yeah, he did try to kill somebody. And
right,
here in Colombia, we just had that story a couple weeks ago where a young man killed a man and
police
they
dog.
arrested, yeah,
Uh,
police
and
dog,
they charged
and
his mama too.
they charged his mama. And then there's another boy, they
Mhm.
charged his mama. There was another boy also with him, and they charged his mama too. Um, it's
Cause
just,
didn't one of their moms like come to the scene or something and took them away? So
I
she
think
she
that was the
had to
second
get
mama.
charged. That
Yeah, I
that was
think
the
one hit
second
the
one.
hit. Yeah, I think one hit the gun or did something with the gun, and the other one
Hmm.
like, yeah. I mean, but that's also a mother's child, and the mother instinct is to protect my child at all costs.
My mama
We can't.
wouldn't do it, and my
Yeah,
Exactly.
my
mama
Mom.
mom
love
wouldn't do it.
me.
Uh.
But I'm
Mm.
My
just
mama
saying, like
love me, cause she ain't
Mm.
doing that.
the
Exactly.
mother
My.
instinct kicked in, and it probably just hit her. So like the mother instinct to help hit her, but the situation was bigger than what she could handle. Both of them.
Mm. No, you gotta
I'm
go.
not defending them. I'm just saying, just the mother instinct.
Indeed, I get it, but
Yeah.
nah.
Yes.
I mean, you ain't gonna just take your child and just all right, y'all come get him.
And, like I might take
I
the chance
might.
if
'Cause
I got 60 million. I might take the chance of getting you up out of there. You feel me? But on some regular mundane, you commit murder, cuz, and you ain't have to, and I'm out here working and slaving for my family.
exactly.
Oh man, you got to
Not,
And
go
not,
sit down.
not
I'll send you some
even
honey
murder.
buns
My
every other
mama
month.
told me, she was like, if you get arrested for stealing, don't call this house because you
Right,
don't have to steal.
right.
So I already know murder is definitely off the table. So I just got to sit there.
You got to
well,
be careful,
yeah,
man. And these kids
yeah,
got to be careful. And you have to talk to these kids, man.
Yeah.
Even though you feel like there might be a disconnect or they not listening, you still owe it to them to do your part. And that's to at least try to give them the information. Now, you don't
yeah,
be no dummy and you don't be no victim, but you do your best to help.
yeah. That be my doctor because we didn't get no say so. You just happy. You can't be sad because they're gonna be like, why you sad? You got a roof over your head. You can't be angry. Why you angry? You got a roof over your head. You can only be happy growing up. But these kids these
Yep.
days, they be going through a roller coaster of emotions. Like I even see kids like in drive-throughs or at the grocery store, and they go through a whirlwind of emotions. Just like what, like that's too much for you to be taking on all these emotions as a child. I understand that kids go through things, but these kids be going through so many emotions at one time.
It would be cool if that was just it. Some of these motherfuckers is master manipulators too,
Hmm.
because the we have given the excuse. You know
That
what I'm
they
saying?
already
Once you tell exactly. Now, granted, emotionally, I do think that a lot of them are they're on a different part of the spectrum. You feel me? But that's because I don't think it's natural to be able to network and take in the energy of a million motherfucking people.
yeah,
We
screaming at
all
the same time. Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Like you got to educate these kids on the difference between their real life and the life that they see on social media. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That might be somebody's real life that you looking at, but that's not your real life. And you don't have to feel bad that that's not your real life. I think that's where a lot of the anxiety and depression and shit come from. Is scrolling around thinking that all your friends got 1 million people following them and they all make $1 million a minute.
Well,
Yeah.
they want their highs. They want their on social media. They want their highs to be noticed. But when they use that same energy and put their lows on, they don't want to hear that.
No.
So
And
you
that's
got to
a lack of
learn. Yeah,
accountability.
there
That
you go.
goes
You got
back to the master manipulator and them being in front of screens. Like the girls, I don't know where they were from, but they lied on the teacher. This male teacher said that he was texting them, sending them pictures and stuff. They use AI to doctor up text messages. The guy he had got in trouble, and then they investigated and found out that it was the girls. So they sent him back to school to teach and like suspended the girls for like a week or something and sent them back. And I was like, that's not right. I
well. That's
wouldn't
on
want
his
them in
record
my
too.
class. Yeah.
But that's still on his record. That's on his unwritten record. When people see him,
Yeah.
the accusations on him.
And I wouldn't want them in my class anymore. And they should have been expelled or arrested because they were like 16, 17. They weren't little girls. They knew
I
what
would
they were
be
doing.
he a teacher, so he can get another job. I would be getting the fuck on.
Yeah.
I might have taken the job back to, economically be sound, but I was
Yeah.
gonna leave there. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's
No,
nothing left for me to do in that town.
yeah, I would leave the town. I would, it's hard to start over, and it's easier to say start over, but I would have to find a way to start over. Like, because I wouldn't be able to walk around the town because you'll have eyes on you. You have the people that have your support, but just because, and that's anybody, you can have 10 people support you, but it's that one. It's
The
Mm-hmm.
that
apology,
one that don't support or that one with that negative energy that just make you like blow
the
up. So
Yeah.
that's why,
apology is never as loud as the accusation.
yeah,
No.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's
So I
never
would.
as loud as the accusation.
And to that, teachers need to be acknowledged, paid more, and more
Yes.
understood. Uh, Teachers go through a lot. They're security, psychiatrist, best friend, mother, father, cook. Uh, I don't know, Boy Scout leader, Girl Scout leader, coach, all that. They do need to be acknowledged more. Um, they definitely need to be paid more. I know in South
Maybe
Carolina,
not the Boy Scout leaders.
yeah, I'm just saying, like whatever, whoever, whoever you look up to,
It's
they need
not
to be
funny, but if you got a Netflix special about you, it probably
paid.
didn't work out to your advantage. You probably wasn't a good person.
Yeah, yeah, that's fucked up. I was trying to
Now
be
I watched
positive.
that shit in disbelief. And
Which
I
all
ain't
one?
Boy
watching.
Scout,
I ain't watching. I don't want to watch it.
yeah,
Wait.
don't.
What you
What up,
watch?
Chuck T? Huh?
Um, that was I can't remember the name of it. I'd have to bring up Netflix. But I'm gonna move on from that. I was making a joke, and that joke might have been in bad
Because
taste.
I was gonna say, if you want to watch something, watch I Am a Killer, and that's
Yeah, I've
how I
been
know
watching that.
I wouldn't be a good judge because you know how the prisoner tell the story first, and then
Hmm.
hear the people come in with all the stuff, and I be feeling so sad. The lady be like, "Oh, I stabbed him 50 times, but I didn't mean to do it. He was attacking me." And then the lawyer get up there and say she been beating him and pull up all kind of videos. And I'm like, this like crazy. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
It,
it's
care for those.
I
Yeah, I don't care.
watch things like that, but it's because nothing is ever one way.
no.
And I'm definitely a person about perspective. Were there some cases on there that I feel like they got a raw deal?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Like the
But
black
it's
guy
not
that
all
was
of them.
fighting. The black guy that
Yeah.
killed the white guy outside of the bar when they were jumping his sister. Now he's the only person out the whole series that I've watched that I was like, yeah, he shouldn't be in jail. Everybody else, them people
Yeah.
are crazy. It's crazy how good people can manipulate and twist narratives around with a straight face, tears coming down their eyes, like
Well,
crying, snot coming out their nose, like I didn't mean to kill him and this and that. And then when it come out, they had them planning this for like 4 years.
Hell yeah. Wrote it in their diary, been
Yeah,
keeping
then
up with it, got a whole
that be
plan.
the one when they write the
Yeah.
stuff down. Like what?
It's it's wild because we in this time where these new laws are about to be created. And we are in a position as black people, melanated people. I don't like people of color no more. People of color just seem racist now. I don't like that term. Try not to say it to me. If you do say it to me, my face gonna frown up. But you
what?
see how these
Go
what
ahead.
happened?
Go ahead.
No, you see how, like I said, these laws are changing, and it's again people that look like us, the people on this panel, that are gonna have to deal with these lawmakers. You feel me? And they're not even trying to hide how unfair it is no more. They trying they trying to make it disappear. You know what I'm saying? So if you have sons or daughters that look like us, or maybe they don't look like us, maybe they Asian, maybe they Mexican or otherwise Latin. You feel me? But they not white. Be careful and tell these kids, tell these people that these laws are changing and to keep their head on the swivel. If you live in a life of crime right now, that shit is overdue. Like once they started doing ring doorbells probably came around when
Yep.
2015, 2016.
Yeah.
You should have
Hmm.
been trying to get out of crime back then. If you don't know, unless you live in the deep dark country, and I'm talking about a dirt road, off a dirt road, there's a camera that's looking at you as soon as you hit that door.
As soon as you
Somebody's
hit,
camera is on you.
I
Yep.
think
These
these
people are not going to write laws based on whatever you feel like you're a victim of. That's what I'm going to say.
yeah, whatever they feel benefits them, they're gonna do. Now you have to find a way for it to benefit you.
Yeah.
Definitely sticking together, passing knowledge, info, uh, being receptive of the info. I think that's the hardest part. Like when people give you info, we have so many people that have been guests on this podcast or people we text or message. They give us info about this podcast and shit. And I take it all in and I try to make it work for me. And vice versa. If somebody asks me about podcasting, I do the same thing. But that goes to anything. If like my brother just said about the doorbell ring, there's some people that actually think they can get over on that shit. You can get over on that one doorbell ring, but if you're in the neighborhood, there's 100 doorbell rings in that
Yep.
neighborhood. So the info, just be receptive of what you hear. Don't just turn down info if somebody's willing to give it to you because either something's happened to them, they might have paid for that info monetarily, or they might have paid for their info being a friend. They might have paid for their info between product and services. Somebody got that info and is willing to give it to you for free. Now, if they
Mm.
charge you for it, that's something else. That's your choice to pay for it. But if somebody's willing to give you info for free, just be receptive and accept it and download it to your memory. You don't have to use it right then and there.
No.
It might not even, matter of fact, that info might not even be for you. It might be for your homeboy, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. Just download it, man. Just download it into your memory if you can. If not, download the contact info as far as messenger or phone call or whatever to help somebody else out. Because that's what's gonna get us through this. Because like
It's,
people
it's
always
going to be
say like,
crazy.
yeah, it's on us to stand up.
Yeah.
But the best way to stand up is to stand up with somebody on the left of you, the right of you, the front of you, and the back of you. And as long as everybody's doing that, then we can stick together.
Yep.
I feel like I feel like they have insulted us enough.
I think they sold to everybody enough.
And
Everybody.
I'm tired of fighting for everybody though.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fighting for everybody though.
And
I
that's
feel
black
like
people. Black people
we find we have finally been insulted and assaulted enough You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all been keeping up. I heard you refer to TikTok. I know my brother be scrolling. I be scrolling. Um, Human Talk University,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
bro. That's such a brilliant idea, and it was executed by black women for black women, and they got a legitimate curriculum, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got a they got weapon safety classes. They got just general learning how to use Microsoft Office for people that don't know. I saw the curriculum, man. I swear I feel like it's 200 classes.
Yeah,
And this
it
is off of
is.
somebody's idea. So if you know more, let the people know.
I mean, I've seen finance classes, makeup classes, crocheting. They have all kind of stuff from core curriculum to extracurriculum activities, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I seen the
So
content creator one. It was a black guy, younger black guy. He did content creator, and he talked like we talking now. Like he be cursing, but he be what he be saying. It makes sense and it's relatable. And he was like, "Well, tune in tomorrow. Do your homework." It's like he's sitting in his car, but it's
yeah.
so relatable that I think it'll work. But I think two things gonna happen: either it's gonna shut down, or somebody gonna find a way to really monetize it, and it's gonna lose its
Well,
flair.
that already kind of started the monetization because at first it was rumored that a white lady tried to trademark it, but that was disproven. And the actual creators of it did file a trademark for it. However, another black woman came out and she's trying to trademark human TikTok and human HBCU, which I thought was a wow that she would try and undercut them like that. And then I don't know if y'all saw the whole thing where like some white women were like, "Well, we want to join Hillman Talk," and they were upset because people were saying, "Well, this isn't for you. Create something of your own to do." And then
Right.
you have other people in the comments who like, "But no, you can invite her because she can come." And then so that's been a whole thing with this too.
It's always gonna be an idea, execution, and a correction. You feel me? That's just how that's just the kind of circle of what it is. Idea, product or service, execution, and then correct it. Because you very rarely get it right the first time.
But why are
Um,
we so inclusive though?
why do we have to we it's like they charge black people for doing shit they didn't do. Like or that they did themselves. Like you want us to include you in our education system. You didn't want to include us in your education system.
No.
You gave us old books or, you know, aids that were not proper, outdated, whatever, antiquated, whatever you want to call it. So when people try to join, it's like it's not your fault. You might not be racist, man, but at a certain point, we got to look at all of y'all crazy.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
That made me think.
why can't I have something for me?
Yeah.
Just bottom line, like why can't I have something for me and my people? Like y'all have. I'm not gonna say y'all have, but they have a lot. They have so much. They have neighborhoods. They have they have
Banks,
states, cities,
hospitals.
things. And I understand everybody's not the same. It's the whole Gary Jones Eminem shit. They both grew up in a trailer park. They grew up right beside us, and I totally understand that. But in a sense, you don't hear about white culture, but you hear black culture.
You know what? You know what it is though. As far as like a Gary Owen or a Eminem,
And once again, I like both of them. Don't take that the wrong way.
they
I like both.
waited. They waited until they were accepted, and when they were, and if they weren't accepted by everybody, they was also cool with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
You
not
want to
putting
be
them down.
automatically. You want to be automatically invited to the cookout. We just not there no more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The last 10 years, have shown we not there no more. It's not all right. We had the door open. Y'all keep coming over our house and pissing every goddamn where.
Yeah. Like
So now the door ain't open.
like Muhammad Ali, when he said in an interview, he was saying, if you put me in a room full of snakes, I'm gonna guard myself from all the snakes. And I don't know who's poisonous and who's not.
Okay.
And I will say that Gary Owens and Eminem, as far as I know, as far as I see, they didn't fake it. That's just who they are.
That's what I'm saying. They were
Like,
accepted.
they
went through the same trenches. They had to
Yeah.
deal with the you think you cool because you know what I'm saying, because you rap a little bit, or you think you cool because you funny. They had to go through whatever they had to go through for acceptance. The ones that don't want to, they just automatically want to bid in, and we not there no more.
Yeah, just because you can
And
dance,
we don't have
or
to be there no more.
Yeah, just because you do something that's related to black culture don't mean you in. You might be in as far as your people, but once again, it's a social media world. So once you post that, you can't be mad at the negative comments of black people standing proud and saying, nah, you can't get in. But before we
Same
get out of here, because
reason.
again,
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
Well, I was
Nah,
gonna ask her, huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask her the same thing we ended the last show with. So we go around. We could do three. It's only three of us.
Okay.
What big changes has hit America in your opinion? Like we talk about it can be serious or it can be funny. Like we talked about the Chick-fil-A. Like not Chick-fil-A, the Popeye sandwich. It had the world crazy. Toilet tissue had the world crazy. COVID had the world crazy. So you can do funny or you can do serious, but we'll go around in circle three apiece. So we'll start with you, Lay. Just name something that had America just up in arms.
Okay. Now this one hasn't happened yet, but I think it is. When that Popeyes and Don Julio collaboration
Oh
dropped,
yeah, I saw that shit.
it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real Black Force energy ish at Popeyes. I don't know. I mean, and I saw like this guy. He was trying the wings and he tried the chicken sandwich. It looked kind of good. And they got like a lemonade mocktail. But yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
No. Negro eat about 5 or 6 wings and not here in the club swaying, ready to fight. You stepped on my shoes?
Well,
they gonna do that without the chicken.
I'm about to say, at least they didn't do Hennessy.
It's not too late. You better be quiet.
Why you said that? Why you said that? That's something else that took over Black America. Because if I go to anybody else restaurant in Atlanta that got Henny wings, Henny salmon, Henny cupcakes, Henny watermelon, I just can't. Ain't that much Henny in the world.
Hennessy
but they
is
putting in everything.
Seriously. Put that shit on everything. That's that red hot. I put that
They can take my black card, girl. They can take my black card. Hennessy is disgusting, and it has been.
Yeah.
This ain't a new opinion of mine.
But in Atlanta, me and my friend, we went down there last year for a show that I was doing media hosting at, and they did. In there, they had all on one menu: Henny wings, Henny lemonade. It was these cupcakes, and they stuck the little thing in, and you shoot the Henny in that. I can't do all. Yeah. It was like a yellow cupcake and it had like a white icing on it. I didn't try it because that's just too much. I can't.
All right, Jay, go ahead. We're gonna go around. But she put me on something. I got something in my head just because she said what she said.
Oh goodness, don't you be my
reality
with
TV.
That. Yeah.
Reality TV. How we evolve from the real world to the pop the balloon game.
Oh goodness. See, Henny be getting people uptight.
I mean, and he big too. He's a
No,
wrestler.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
wrestler.
he's a
No,
legit
he's a wrestler.
wrestler.
Yeah, he's a legit wrestler.
Where do you wrestle?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a wrestler.
first of all, where do you wrestle? And second of all, I didn't say nothing bad about Henny. I just said you don't have to put it in everything.
I think he talking about me. I think he.
Okay,
I think he
okay.
talking.
Whew.
Yeah,
Cause
he a big wrestler.
when
Oh shit!
when Henny come out, niggas get the swaying and
I'm just going. Look. I'm gonna have to take the beating, cause King Cole. I ain't even gonna front. We in two different places, athletically, but I'm not backing down, man. Hennessy is disgusting. I've had my fill.
oh.
I'm straight.
Is
Yeah,
Henny
I'm
a
good.
whiskey? What is it?
Cognac.
A cognac? Oh, see,
I was about
I
to-
like a whiskey, like a Jack Daniels or something like that.
Whiskey or bourbon.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
smooth. I don't know. Henny just got like this fight. Like I just That's
Hennessy
if you want
tastes
to
like
fight.
Hennessy tastes like a dresser that was built in the 80s. Like if you just lick your tongue across a random dresser from 1985, that's what Hennessy tastes like.
That hadn't been clean.
That's what it tastes like. I'm straight, cuz. I'm straight.
Mine real quick, and then we'll go back to you, Lay. These motherfucking oxtails.
Yeah.
I was going there. That's what I was originally gonna say, but go ahead.
My pops been cooking oxtails for about 20 years, and I understand everybody else pops been cooking, but the rage in this whole thing that everybody cook. This one lady, I ain't gonna lie, that shit look good. She made an oxtail lasagna.
A what?
Oxtail lasagna.
Well, she might
this is
have
my
made some oxtails at this point.
But it's just like everybody's so up in arms about these damn oxtails. Like they driving the price through the roof, and most of them can't even cook them right.
driving the price through the roof. There's as a fan, as a cheerer of the oxtail. I came up on oxtails. It's delicious. We don't need no fucking oxtail pizza. We don't need no whole oxtail Philly. This is why 6 bones of oxtails cost $80 fucking. It's because you taking the 2 pounds off of them 6 knuckles and you putting it into one sandwich. Stop. Oxtail's supposed to come with some gravy, with some onions, some peppers, some field peas, rice, macaroni and cheese. That should be the only oxtail recipe.
Yep.
You motherfuckers is making oxtail egg rolls. Y'all putting it in the chili on hot dogs. Y'all just disrespecting shit.
Yes. I don't know. And you know what? Since I was gonna say, since we on that crab balls.
That's all shit right there, though. But go ahead.
Don't get me wrong.
We don't disrespect it.
Yeah. Right. I love a good crab ball, but we be doing too much. We be doing.
Y'all think because y'all know the ingredients that y'all can make it taste good.
White people horrible. No offense, but white people.
Just because you know what go in the pot, don't mean that it's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them go though. I'm mad about the oxtail shit. You want to do a crab boil, you can rock a crab boil, but y'all just doing too much with the oxtail.
They did crab boil, like oxtail in the wings, like cook the oxtail, and I've seen them cook the wings and like the stuff that you do the crab boil with. So
yeah, that's doing too much, man.
We creative. We are creative people.
We are creative.
You're so creative.
Yeah. All right, Jake, go ahead.
Mopar.
Oh, definitely.
The Dodge Charger, Hellcat, Super B, all that culture merged with the YN culture. The YN Mopar. See that, and this is how you know if you the YN I'm talking about. If you don't know what I meant when I said Mopar, but you got a Hemi, you exactly who I'm talking to.
Yeah, I ain't got no Hemi. I got a Mopar, no Hemi.
You y'all is joining the army and y'all making decent money now, cause y'all is going to buy $80,000 car, making $40,000 a year. Show his shit. Stop doing that shit. I'm sorry.
Not
Sorry
too
for
much
yelling.
on the YN. Did you see the YNs that was on TikTok? They were actually in the military. They were out in the desert. I think they were like in Iraq or something. And they was out there with the Pooh Shiesty mask on. In their uniforms with the Pooh Shiesties on. I said, oh, I know that area safe. Ain't
That's hilarious.
nobody coming in that
Like,
crazy. Mm-mm.
You made me forget what I was about to say.
that was hilarious.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
You made me forget what I was about to say with that one. These motherfucking relationship podcasts.
That was gonna be my next one.
These shits, even the ones that speak good, they are diluted by all the ones that speak bad. These shits is horrible. They're not putting black folk back together because they've been going on for at least 3-4 years, and motherfuckers still running around here talking about I'm happy I'm single. Men ain't shit. Women want money. I'm tired of these shits.
It's a trick of the devil. They trying to convince us that there's a war between each other, and there ain't no war. It ain't no war. The ones that believe that it's a war, y'all just on the outside looking in, because it's too easy to just be with a motherfucker. Like, if you think at this point that you gonna find the perfect relationship and everything is gonna be skippy smooth peanut butter, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets upset because they have so many choices, so many alternatives because of social media. You wouldn't act that way if you knew only 4 people on this motherfucking planet was attracted to you. Because you think it's 40,000 motherfuckers attracted to you, you think that you can keep breaking up with motherfuckers. Guess what? By the time you get to the number 14, it's you. That's my little input.
All right, ladies, your last round.
Okay, let's see. I must say expensive hairdressers and barbers.
Yes, go
in
ahead.
the service.
Go ahead now.
That's fair.
And I thought it was just us. But I've been seeing videos of like men talking about barbers. This one guy was talking about the guy came to his house and cut his hair. And see, like, I've lived with my dad all my life, and I've seen sometimes the barber come in and like shape him up, whatever. He give him like 40 and go. Boy said he had to get him 200 for travel, not the cut. No. And then we got hairstylists that's charging $600 for regular braids and not even doing your hair. No.
It's asking you to put down a deposit, and then they cancel on you.
And then don't want to get the deposit back.
Yeah.
See, Miss Geraldine, she didn't do that. On Saturday morning, if you went there, that hot comb was hot. She hit you.
You was gonna smell like a Newport, but your hair was gonna be done.
It was and look nice. She might have curled it too much sometimes. They gave you a little James Brown curl, but it was gonna drop in a few days.
But so you got the burnt ear too? Because every black girl, that's another thing that we've lost track of. Like certain things that's black culture. I think every black woman,
that would be abuse now, because if you
being a black child with the
that would be abuse. If you walked in the house, right now, and you went in the kitchen and you seen that hot comb, red eye, smoking, talking about they about to put that in your daughter's hair, because you will lose your mind.
I would lose my mind, but I would have flashbacks of a child. Like certain things just give you a flashback. And burnt hair stank, but also burnt hair with grease, it gives you a flashback.
It's definitely something it's a triggerer.
That damages your hair. I didn't learn that until I was older. You're not supposed to put the grease and then hot comb it. You're cooking your hair.
Hey, we got fried fish, fried chicken, fried hair.
Yeah.
Nah, that's some shit is too much.
But I'll
Some
take
shit is
that
too.
over paying a $500 deposit and somebody texted me the day of saying, "Oh, boo, I can't make it."
Damn.
Yeah. I don't. I try not to argue with people. Like whatever your price is your price. But also, I don't have any allegiance to you either. You
Hell
feel
no.
me? So you can tell me, hey, bro, I'm trying to come over there and get shaped up. Yeah, that'll be shit. I do it for 125. Oh, nigga, suck a dick. You know what I'm saying? Kiss my how much? Nah, bro. You know what? I will look like the Walking Dead if I spend that kind of goddamn. Excuse me. I be getting upset. So just pardon me, y'all. Um, products, services, customer service, the quality of work, all those things have
Diminished.
diminished in the last
Yeah.
20, 25 years. All
Oh,
those things.
I got one more since you said services. Tax time. That right there
Ooh.
it
That
took
cold.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you cold for that one.
That
Uh,
one.
Because that
And
affects a lot. That affects new car prices.
I'm
Shit, that
talking
might affect
about the,
gas prices.
the the people that be doing the taxes, taking a
Oh
picture,
yeah.
and then let me do your tax.
Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. How
No,
much you getting
especially
back? 39,000. Something
like
wrong.
the
Something is
lady on
wrong.
Facebook. She sent her
Some-
information to like this lady. She had her arms crossed in the picture. She sent her information to the lady. The lady filed her taxes, told her how much she was gonna get back, and blocked her.
mm, mm, mm.
She's trying to find that lady currently. She was on TikTok
shit,
crying. She was on there crying. No, baby, go to H&R Block or you file it yourself. You could go,
H&R Block
hey,
expensive.
free
H&R
tip.
Block
The
expensive.
libraries in your area more than likely have AARP workers and they'll file your taxes for free.
Say that.
In gym. When I
Say
worked at the
that.
library, that's what I would do. I would just go downstairs, let them file it, and go. And you can make an appointment. Sometimes they're also at college campuses. So, like technical colleges, check and see if the AARP people in your area come and do taxes. You can look it up on the AARP website. You can Google it, AARP tax services, and they do it for free. And
That's
they
good
ain't taking no
information.
pictures with their arms folded. So,
Right,
See, that's what
look.
I'm talking about. We give out info on this podcast. I thank you for that.
Nah,
yeah.
that's legit. That's legit. And I hope that lady, I hope they find that lady because
Yeah.
you knew you wasn't gonna get, man.
And we
All
don't
right,
know
go
how
ahead,
you
I
Jay.
gonna get.
I really
Yeah, we
feel like sometimes we need to bring back old medieval punishment for certain people, cuz. And for that one, they should bury her ass up to her neck and let people throw rocks at her because come the fuck on.
Yeah.
we'll,
Um,
we'll bury her in the dirt, leaving South Carolina in the middle of August.
Woo! Lord
yeah,
have mercy. That's it, eh?
I don't know, man. I think the last thing that has changed um, is just how we socialize in public. You ever notice that you be around a large number of people now, nobody's talking to each other?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody is on their phone talking to somebody. Like you not talking to the person that's right next to you, but you talking to somebody.
Oh man, I don't even want to get
I
into that.
feel like, yeah, that's one of the things in the last 25 years that's just changed. It's like it's like you almost aggravated by people now before they even do anything to you. So people's attitudes, the way we view humanity, the way we interconnect with each other, that's probably the biggest change in the last 25 years to me.
Man, I got one, but I'm gonna say that one because that's a big one. My other one is These motherfuckers that sell piece of shit cars for
Um,
$9,000. You knew your car was a piece of shit, and everybody's selling cars. Everybody, not the used car lots. Everybody privately, hey, come to me, bro. I got you. You see on Facebook Market, it used to be crazy. Credits have died off Facebook Market. $2,000 for a 2015 Honda Accord.
you already knew that thing. They pulled that motherfucker out the lake.
Everybody flipping cars.
Mhm.
Everybody flipping cars.
Because you can
Bro, I
find
gotta
the
say,
cheat. You can find the cheat. You can find out
but
how to
that
make it
shit
run
don't
like a
run
sewing
good.
machine. They not concerned with that's what we was just talking about. We talking about people's humanity. They not concerned with you getting what you pay for. They
Nope.
concerned with making their $2,000.
All right, well, I just want to put out there, fuck that. Amazon done fucked up Christmas. Amazon done fucked up everything. I used to
The
like going out for
delivery,
Christmas.
the
Yeah,
delivery of everything is definitely a
it's fucking
crazy
up.
technology. Yeah.
It's fucking up everything, man. I think it go back to my like we losing people skills. That's why customer service is bad.
Yeah.
That's why motherfuckers be walking looking at their phone. Like there's no interaction with individuals. And now with everything being a delivery, I can deliver my dog food.
Yep. Prescriptions. All of that.
You
All
can
of that.
send a ride share to your dog to send them to a boarding a boarding
Just
facility.
just make sure they can fit and don't be like that lady with that
Yeah.
lifter.
Oh, we ain't getting to that. We should have gotten that. I ain't got the video
Oh,
though.
I'm probably canceled for what I said on the last show about that. I'm fat.
And she in
Let me
Detroit.
let me just say this.
And she in Detroit. So you might see her.
As a fat person, it's not anybody else's fault that you fat. Unless you have some kind of biological issue. If you have a thyroid, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. And don't be saying you got shit cause you fat. That ain't fair to everybody else. And
Yeah, you got a lot of shit though. You got a lot of shit. If you can't say you ain't got
I'm
shit.
just saying, if you fat and you don't want to be insulted, do something to not be fat. That man showed up. That man car was raggedy as shit. It sounded like it was on his last leg. You did not look like you was gonna fit in that motherfucker. And if you did fit in that motherfucker, you was gonna be in the driver's seat with him. He didn't try to shit you. He didn't say
No.
nothing crazy to you. He just said, "I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the ride, refund you your money, and you can call another. You can call another ride." Now,
Oh,
what
it's
is
called tow
not
truck.
being talked about is how Lyft and Uber work. She could have ordered a Uber Black to begin with, which is what she need. She was trying to be cheap,
Yeah.
and that Camry was gonna fold. That Camry was gonna fold, my nigga.
I tell you, she needed a tow truck. Man, sometimes people
If you fat,
do that
it's all
shit.
right for people to call you fat, and if you don't like it, do something about it.
But he didn't even
Don't,
call her fat. He just said that his car was too small.
don't be sincere with your response. She wouldn't have got your car.
No,
Oh, she got your car? Like I told
you
my
don't know
brother,
what she drive.
I don't. But I
No,
know what
I
she look
drive
like.
I drive a little Nissan Versa.
I'm about to say she done told us what you 4'11", 5 foot, 5'2".
Yeah,
4'9".
I drive a little Nissan Versa. And,
That's what I'm saying. You ever? I asked my brother. So you tell me this. You ever put biscuits back in the can?
you can't. Okay. Yeah.
I'm big. I'm big. I done had to peel a Kia Soul off me. Getting out, you peel the car off, like you get out. So I'm fat.
He took the car off like a jacket, cuz.
Yo, please, 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 please. I
Oh
ain't
shit!
never heard before in my life
Yeah, I done been in some little cars. I had a Geo Prism. I wasn't as big as I am now, but I had a Geo
You you
Prism.
you
I
ever
had
seen somebody so big they put their arm on the roof of the car when they get out? Next time when you gotta peel the car off.
I didn't know that what they was doing. I didn't know they were pulling the car off there. Oh, that's it.
fat man in a little coat. Either way, man, look, it's not our
Okay.
business to judge that woman. I just don't like that people are judging that man. I don't like the fact that she thinks she can sue this company for that. But we
Be
live
real
in a
with
country where you can burn yourself with coffee and blame the people who gave you the coffee.
and because I didn't know the story. I didn't know his car didn't sound like it wasn't running that well. You know, some people that's
Yeah,
that's what that's their income.
you
That's
know
their
them cars
income.
that you wind up and then they. That's what it sound like.
But I'm saying, but that's your income, so you can't mess up your future. You know, your future money. Like I
That's the
would
point
totally
that I was
understand.
making.
Yeah, I would totally like. I
Yeah,
didn't know that. Truthfully, I didn't know
she
He
that.
would have
didn't
turned. Should have turned that into a Flintstone car. So no.
I have seen Uber drivers and ride shares be rude. I've seen motherfucker drive past you, don't even stop and cancel your ride. You feel me? And so the fact that he rode up on, like, I feel like he tried to do everything he could to be a responsible, respectable person. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you out here 500 pounds about to tear my goddamn chest down. That ain't gonna work for me. That ain't
You
gonna work
can't
for me.
sit. You can't sit in the front and you can't sit in the back and the front.
You ever seen a fat dude on a little motorcycle? Same
Please.
difference. Same difference, Scott.
Hey, she got
Same
the back
difference.
seat. She got the back seat looking like a thong.
You know what? We've had done enough here tonight.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the BOTB Live Show. Lele, thank you for showing up and
I can't wait to
participating in the
come back.
conversation.
I can't wait to come back.
I'm glad that you had a good time. Is there anything that you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Um, just follow me on my socials, Lele4260. I do Straight Through the Ropes podcast every Wednesday night at 9. I just started doing the 5-star podcast where we do Raw and SmackDown lives on Mondays and Fridays, the 5-star podcast. And I'm still media hosting
You ain't
for
never
the
host
No
our
Show.
shit. You ain't never
Huh?
host our podcast. Go
Let
ahead.
her talk, cuz.
I will host it. And I really wanted to come to the music awards, but I had got sick and I couldn't
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
So this year, hopefully, I get nominated so I can go back and see what it's about because y'all said that it was really nice. So I want
Yeah,
to
it
go.
was. It was. The one in Charlotte, that shit was the Metro was alright, but the one in Charlotte, that shit was really Darren
Yeah,
Southern Plug, he really put something together. DJ Chuck
yeah,
T was in here, he was there. It was real nice. I had a fucked up day, but it was real nice. I had a
yeah.
car broke down, tow truck, and I still made it. It was fucked up, man.
Go ahead and talk to the
Showed
people.
up that bitch sweating. Appreciate you popping in. I actually did want to get you and Ja Cole in here, the one you talking shit about the Hennessy. Because he is a wrestler. I did want to hear y'all conversation, but
Yeah. Tell him, yeah, you can come. You are invited to STR. Just inbox me on
I don't know if
Instagram,
he's still in here.
Lele4260.
I don't know if he's
Well,
still in here.
We'll get them the
we'll send them
message.
a clip or something. And yeah, because I've been doing interviewing mainly I've been so far interviewing like black women that have been doing wrestling podcasts, doing content creations and stuff like that. My first episode is going to drop next week called Ring Queens. And I've interviewed so far Stephanie Hardy from the Hardy podcast. She's actually at the Rumble right now. When I interview her, she's in Indianapolis at the moment. I've interviewed the girls from those Wrestling Girls podcast. They're usually doing media with WWE. I haven't met anybody doing AEW yet. So if you're a black woman out there that does media for AEW, I love to have you on. But yeah, tell them to come. Cause I do. I like interviewing black wrestlers, getting their perspective about the business and what's going on now in the pros and in the indies.
Absolutely.
Well, what I was gonna say, you took over my clothes.
Man,
Yeah, I just. But hey, we definitely appreciate. Hey, we definitely want you to come back, man, and um, we'll get you back on. Definitely get you back on. Love your energy and whatever, everything. It was a fun episode. It was a fun episode, man. I ain't think I was gonna laugh
indeed.
this much, but we definitely appreciate you. Definitely want to see you at next award show. He got the Southern Plug. It starts the voting and everything starts Valentine's Day, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think he has a destination for that yet. That's the show that was in Charlotte, the Southern Plug Awards. Appreciate you coming on. We back every Wednesday with Hump Day Happy Hour Tap In. We the brothers. February this month right here is our
Yeah.
anniversary. End
Yeah.
of the month is our anniversary. 5
February
years.
21st.
5 years.
5 years.
Oh
Five
wow.
years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody tapping in. This is a hard journey. We try and do everything organically. Uh, it is what it is. You can't look at the numbers, but we look at the love that people show us and give us. And my brother say, hey, time is the most precious, most valuable thing, and people actually do that. We appreciate you for giving us your time.
In a real way. In a real way. Look, this has been the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walker the
You said
third. That's my
BLTB, boy, you hungry.
no, I said BOTB. I know what I said. BOTB Live Show. TGIF. That's what we call our Friday show, man, because the weeks be long and sometimes you need that wind down moment. Lele, thank you for bringing your bright, shining, bubbly energy. It's been awesome. I enjoy your perspective. And like you said, I can't wait to have you back. Outside of that, man, y'all be easy until the next time, and man, and love the people who love you back. Everybody else, they can wait. Take care of
Yep.
the people that love you back. Y'all be easy, man. We gone.